Cell wall, outermost layer present in the plant cells, having rigidity and is composed of carbohydrates like cellulose, pectin, hemicellulose, lignin, and some fatty substances like waxes are also deposited in the cell wall. So, minute details related to the cell wall we will discuss here. Cell, plant cell particularly, we can see here the outermost layer is cell wall. This one, this is the outermost layer, and other cell organelles they are there in this figure. Main one is a nucleus, then large vacuole somewhere here, and other cell organelles they are there. Now, cell wall, morphology of cell wall is shown here. How cell wall is made up of. So, the uppermost here, this portion, it shows the middle lamella. So, which is having cementing substance, pectic substances, they are deposited here. And the dark portion shown here is a primary cell wall, which is having the cellulose microfibrils and cross-linking glycans. So, while discussing the morphology of cell wall, one should see in the introductory part, cell wall is made up of what? What are the constituents of cell wall? So we have seen here in the ultrastructure of cell wall, which is consists of microfibrillar network lying in gel-like matrix. These microfibrils are made up of cellulose, and pectin-rich cementing substance is laid down in between the walls of adjacent cells, to which we call as a middle lamella. Actually, cell wall is formed immediately after division of cell, and this cell wall, which is laid down just after or immediately after cell division, is called primary cell wall. Many plant cells have primary cell wall only around their cell. This primary cell wall is composed of pectin, hemicellulose, and a loose network of cellulose microfibrils. In particular cells, for example, phloem and xylem, an additional layer is laid down inner to the primary cell wall in the latter stage, which is called secondary cell wall. This secondary cell wall consists of cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin. In plant cells, there are tunnels running through cell wall, and to such tunnels we can call them as a plasmodesmata. So this is the structure of or electron micrograph of plasmodesmata. And such tunnels, they allow communication with other cell in a tissue. Cell wall constitutes a kind of exoskeleton which provides protection and mechanical support to the plant cell. Cell wall also determines shape of plant cell and prevent it from desiccation. Now few things related with the primary cell wall. So the wall which is laid down just after division of cell is called as a primary cell wall. So primary cell wall includes main chemical component like cellulose in the form of microfibrils, complex carbohydrate made up of several thousand glucose molecules linked end to end. Here cellulose constitutes bulk of material of cell walls. It is soft, elastic, transparent, and readily permeable to water. It is a carbohydrate which is composed of three elements: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Cotton and linen are pure celluloses. In addition to it, cell wall contains two groups of branched polysaccharides, pectin and cross-linking glycans. Pectic compounds are exceedingly gelatinous and viscous. They swell in water and are found in three forms: insoluble pectose, soluble pectose, and insoluble pectic acid. Organized into a network with cellulose microfibrils, the cross-linking glycans increase the tensile strength of cellulose. Whereas coexisting network of pectins provides the cell wall with ability to resist compression. In addition to these networks, small amount of protein is also found in primary cell walls. Proteins are thought to increase mechanical strength and may also work as enzymes which initiate reactions. Now, secondary cell wall. So it is deposited inside the primary cell wall as cell matures and has composition nearly identical to that of primary cell wall. Some additional substances, especially lignin, are found in secondary wall. Lignin is a name for group of polymers of aromatic alcohols that are hard and impart considerable strength to the structure of secondary wall. Lignin provides characteristics of wood to the fiber cells of woody tissues and common in secondary walls of xylem vessels, which are central in providing structural support to the plants. Lignin generally occurs in hard mature tissues. For example, straw and wood. It gives sufficient rigidity and strength to the plant body. It is permeable to water and solids. Lignin makes plant cell walls less vulnerable to attack by fungi or bacteria like cutin, severin, and waxy materials which are found in plant cell walls. Now, middle lamella. A specialized region associated with cell walls of plants. Sometimes considered as additional component of them, that is middle lamella. So in between two cells, this region is found, which is rich in pectins and due to what? Neighboring cells get cemented and remain close to each other. Middle lamella is positioned in such a manner that cells are able to communicate with one another and share their contents through special conduit. Plasmodesmata are small passages penetrate the middle lamella as well as primary and secondary cell wall and provides pathway for transporting cytoplasmic molecules from one cell to another cell. What are the functions of cell wall now? So cell wall, as it is a outermost layer in plant cells, maintains cell shape. It also support mechanical strength and this mechanical strength allows plant to get tall, hold out thin leaves, to obtain light. Cell wall prevents the cell membrane from bursting in hypotonic medium. Cell wall also controls rate and direction of cell growth and regulates cell volume. Plants' architectural design is mainly due to the rigidness of the cell wall. Cell wall has metabolic role even. Some proteins present in the cell wall acts as enzymes for transport and also for secretion. Cell wall acts as barrier to pathogens and also to water in sebarized cells. The components of wall can be reused in other metabolic processes, especially in case of seeds. Thus, one can say cell wall serves as storage for respiratory substrates like carbohydrates. Cell wall also works for signaling. Fragments of wall called oligosaccharides act as hormones. Oligosaccharides can result from normal development or also due to pathogen attack and serve variety of functions like they stimulate ethylene synthesis, induce phytoalexin, induce chitinase and other types of enzymes, increases cytoplasmic calcium level and cause oxidative burst even. Cell wall has recognition responses. For example, wall of root of legumes is important in nitrogen fixing bacteria, colonizing the root to form nodules. Another example is of pollen style. Interaction of pollen and style which is mediated by wall chemistry. Economic products like paper, wood, fiber, energy, etc., shelter, is product of cell walls.